I don't know if anybody is in here. Three watching, but it's my three tabs I have open. I don't know if anybody is in here. Three watching, but it's my three tabs I have open. I don't know if anybody is in here. I see Ed. I can turn my camera on. I can turn my camera on. Watching, but it's my three tabs I have open. There we go. How you doing, Ed? There's a little delay. The camera's on, but I'm sure that by the time you hear this, it will. I can turn my camera on. You'll see it. I can turn my camera on. That's about a 10-second delay or so. Now I'm bored. I'm tired of cleaning up the house or tearing up the house. Oh my gosh, I can barely get. I can't get to that computer. That's with the one with my Helix because of I got stuff all in front of it. Actually, here you can see the mess I have behind here. Um, there's a mess I got behind me, and my Helix is over behind me on that table over there. I can't get to it. Oh man. There you go. Yeah, every with this virus going on, it's a terrible thing, but it has to take place when we're in the middle of a house sale, which our realtor said it could be delayed up to 60 days. Could be, not necessarily, because we're supposed to get a settlement on the 1st. But meanwhile, we're getting stuff fixed around here. How to get a new furnace. We had to get a radon ventilation system put in because we just failed the test. And then something with the septic, but that's fixed already. And then the mobile home we're buying, we're settling on everything on the same day on this house and the mobile home. And we have not had an inspection yet on there, so I'm crossing my fingers. Nothing's wrong there, just a pain. But on a good note, there's plenty of overtime where I'm at. If you like overtime, I don't. I work it if I have to. I work today 4 hours. What did you say? To get the virus. I'm trying to figure out what you got up there. No, I mean, actually, we had a couple. We have a facility. My company has a facility in Chicago and in somewhere in Texas, and they had two incidents with people. The one in Texas, they shut down the production plant for 7 days while he's at home on his 14 plus days, whatever, quarantine, and it's not confirmed that he has it. They're just assuming he has it because everybody's not equipped to do testing or wherever he's at. And so they're shutting the plant down for 14 days. Can you believe that? And everybody's, from what I've read, they're all going to get full pay for those 14 days. And the product that came in contact, they said, well, after 3 days, there's no, we get plenty of stuff from Chicago production. I got a lot of cups to get rid of. Too bad you guys don't live close to me. I can't even get to my Helix without stumbling over stuff and hooking it up to this computer. What is that? What is MAGA? Mar- my wife, Margaret. I worked today for 4 hours, and they kind of talked me into coming. I didn't want to come in, but 4 hours, it goes by fast. But I'm not getting a lot of guitar playing in. Some, but not as much as I would like. Which I'm going to, God willing, if everything goes smooth and I can retire in July, and then I can make a real hit on playing guitar, learning new things and trying to do it right. Uh, make America great again. Yeah. I mean, I know you never seen this in your lifetime. What's going on? It is crazy, strange. It's still going to get worse before it gets better. I think the cases in Maryland just doubled or something overnight or something. I don't know. It's just, I try not to listen to the news. It's so depressing. But then I did hear, most the older people are the ones having the most problems with COVID-19. Well, I did. Well, I was told, I did not read this. So I was told at work, a 99-year-old man survived it or something like that. I guess that's encouraging. I guess. And so I worked Friday. I got home at 6, and I didn't leave the house until today. This morning at 6:30, 6:15. Oh my God! Said bored. Yeah, we've been binging on Netflix. What we watched, the third season of Ozark just came out Friday, and we watched it all already. 10 episodes. It's the same thing. Yeah, bad guy, good guy. Well, they're all bad guys. They're all bad people. But it was all right. So tomorrow we get the furnace put in. And I'm not sure when they're coming for the radon ventilation system in to put in. So I had to pay for the heater or the furnace. And it's gas, natural gas, and air conditioned. But the compressor outside was fine. Didn't have to replace that. But the house is like almost 27 years old. So I guess it had to be done. And that's all been. And what else you can do is eat, play guitar, watch TV. That's all you can really do. Well, I can cut the grass now. If it stops raining, I'll probably be able to cut the whole grass. I'll need it. And well, keep me, and then weed whack. I'll keep me busy for a couple hours. And of course, at this new place, it has very little yard to cut, which is fine with me. Now I was hoping some other people come here. They were having, I know Dave Stafford Studio. He was having problems with his Helix using it as an audio interface. And I was having problems too. And I had to change a setting in Windows from 44 what is that, 44 hertz to 48. I think by default that's what it does, because I was having trouble with OBS. It was weird. I'm recording OBS, right? It's sounding all right, so I record a little video. Then I play the video back in OBS, and I try to play over top of it. It makes everything flat, like a half step or a whole step. It just marks your voice sound. I said, "What is going up with this?" I'm trying to read these tutorials, and I said, "Let me put that up to 48." I think by default it uses 48. Here, let me get that setting on here. Of course, I don't have the Helix hooked up on here, but I can find what I'm looking for in here. Let me see. It's easier with the old style Windows instead of the new style. Where is there the sound? And what I'm using? Oh, I'm using that right there. Oh. recording, properties. Yeah, if you go in your properties or your sound recording device, it was set to your sample rate. I think that's what you have to change. It's called. So I changed it from 44,100 to 48. Yep, 48,000. And DVD quality. And then went back and then it was fine. It was, I never could figure that out. But then after that, it was working right the way it should be. I probably have the least popular channel. Let me see. I think 320 some subs. Usually when I do a live stream, I'll lose like 10 people. Go ahead. I'll be here for a while. Just thinking, is anybody going to come in? Hey, anybody need any solo cups behind me? Let me see. Let me switch this stuff around here a second. All right, let's see what that looks like. If my head's there, it's all right. What a mess. What a mess. The only way I will get any viewers is to make myself 40 years younger and play some hellish riffs. Learn how to play some hellish riffs. I guess. That's one reason why I don't like doing solo live streams. Yeah, but yeah, I figure everything goes as planned into this, selling this house into the new one, and then I'm going to really dedicate like at least probably most of my time to playing guitar. I haven't changed any strings in a year on all my guitars, and I'll probably get rid of. Well, here I got this one. I don't have it hooked up, but this I gotta turn on OBS here. This is a Affinity Telecaster by Squire, and it is, oh my gosh, it's like, it's hard to, I don't think you could see it, but man, that G string is, what is it, a G string? It's way lower than the D. I mean, it just needs to be set up, and actually they would have done it. I never took it back to where I got it from. It's been almost a year now, and that's not too bad. I think since the weather, it's not so cold anymore. Seems like it was real sharp, or they were popping out, sprouting, but he might have went back in. That's not too bad. It's just mainly just needs to set up. I mean, I do like a Telecaster. That's why I thought about getting, American one. That's gonna fall. Thought about it, but really, if I got that fixed up, that'd be fine. I don't like the pickups when they're there. The treble pickups are all right, the bridge pickup, but I don't know. If I mess with it for a while I'll get this sound all right. Dog Paw, hey, how you doing? I'm just bored. I didn't see anybody live, or I missed it, and I can't play because I have a mess in here. I can't. My Helix is. I don't know if you can see it. My Helix is. My Helix is right there, but I have it hooked up to this PC, and I'm on this PC over here, and I have to it's move some wires around. It's not I could do it, but I just come here to talk, just to talk because I'm tired. Well, as you can see, the mess behind me, I had to pull all that stuff out. I had to clean. We're having a furnace put in tomorrow because the furnace was bad, and we have to fix it for the house sale. And I'm tired because I've been cleaning all day, pulling stuff out. So I had to clean. So I cleaned out of the utility room, which is. Yeah, I'll give you a little tour here. Actually, get to right. And when I look on the stream, it's like 10 seconds behind, but I got to look at ABS. All right. The door on the left is utility room is there. So, and the door on the right is where they're going to come in. They're going to come in from the garage. And so I had to clean a path into the utility room. So all this stuff came out of the utility room, most of it. But most of what you see behind me. I got a ton of solo cups to get rid of, plates and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, most of the stuff we're gonna get rid of. So, and then now there's the Helix, but I got stuff in front of it. It's hard to. I got suitcases I pulled out. And we used to fly quite a bit when my parents were alive. They lived in Las Vegas, and then they haven't flown in since 2005. But so I'm a little tired. Yeah, just cleaning and packing. I mean, the house is 20 almost. I think we just hit 26 around Christmas, like December 23rd. It was 26 years. So we replaced everything. We replaced the furnace once. We replaced the roof. We replaced all the toilets. We got 3 full bathrooms in here, and the only thing we never replaced was the furnace, and we had to do it. So that's like $4,300. But it's natural gas and air conditioned. But the compressor outside, that's fine. I have to replace that. So I guess we lucked that there. But then we have to get the they use the radon test in here for that poisonous gas. It can cause cancer or something. And we failed the test here, so we have to get the ventilation system in. We just barely failed it. So that could be between $800 and $1,000. So, but we'll still walk away with maybe 70-some thousand profit, which is going to be enough to pay the $44,000 for the new mobile home. And we're all supposed to go to settlement the same day on this house and the new mobile home. Of course, we haven't had an inspection on the new home. And hopefully that's going to go okay. But this house has to be appraised for the buyer, and they're coming Thursday to do that. I think they'll be fine. If it doesn't, then I guess all bets are off. But the funny thing is, I didn't pick the mail up when I come home yesterday, so I checked it No, I did. Yeah, I didn't pick it up yesterday, and I had to go to work today for 4 hours. Yeah, radiation. Yeah, radon radiation. Anyway, so I brought the mail in today, and guess what? We got a piece of mail from the new people moving in, addressed to them. So maybe everything's going to work out. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to going into this mobile home. It's because it's small. Everything's on one floor. My wife struggles because the doors I showed you, we're on a split foyer, so she's got to come down 2 sets of stairs to come down here. And of course, the mobile home, the wash and dryer, everything's on one floor there. And she struggles. She's 4 years older than me, so she really struggles walking around. She needs a knee transplant. She's putting that off, and so. But I haven't been playing too much for obvious reasons. But I was playing the other day, and here was showing this a little bit. If you're still here, the this is the Tele Affinity Telecaster Squire Affinity. I like it, but there's obviously flaws with it. So I don't know if I got some. I don't know if I have any fret lifting going on, but at least the B and G strings. Oh, they're really. It just. So I don't know if it's just a nut. I'm not sure what kind of nut it was. If this is just a plain nut on there. And then of course it seems like the E string will fall off a little bit, but that might be me because this is not quite. It's not really wide. I forgot what it's like 41 or something. It's not very wide. I like a little wider. But other than that, and if it was set up right, the strings they're not evenly spaced out right. And the place I got it at, they would do a setup. They give you 90 days. Of course, I never did it. I got it locally, but in my mind, I was thinking about getting American Tele. But that thing doesn't play bad. It does not play bad at all. I don't think. If I got the proper setup. What was it? Is the mobile home? No, it's permanent. It's in a permanent spot. No, it's the park is about 20 years old. And that was built, and the mobile home was put there in 2000. I think it was 2007. Now it's in good shape. The only thing is the carpet looked, a little funky, and we were thinking about actually the kitchen part has laminate in it. And we wanted to put laminate, not in the bedrooms, but in the living room. So we're thinking about, do we match up what's in the kitchen, or do we want to get what's in the kitchen? It's just regular, traditional, colored, whatever, like regular wood type of flooring. But we like that gray, that dark gray. It's pretty popular, and we were thinking about. But now with everything what's going on, we might just not put the money into it right away. Merle Haggard Telly. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I would. This was $200, and I got it new, but you can find them for $100 used. But it probably worth. I played a Mexican telly, and I really liked it. I really played good. Of course, I was like 500 and some. At the time, 550 or 650. I think Joe had some up there at our local music store for like, I can't remember if it was 650 or 550. And that thing, it was, you just can see the difference between that and this. And then I tried the what's the good the one telly a lot of people like, the $300 one. It's a Squire Telly. I forgot what a lot of people like those. I forget here. Let me see which one is it. It is the classic vibe one. Well, they went up in price too. I played one of them. I didn't see all that much difference between this. And this was $200. That was $300 or $399. Merle Haggard Telly. Is that an American Telly, or let me see? Let me look it up here. Oh, there it is. Signature. Okay. That's a custom shop, isn't it? Oh, it's got the gold. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the gold one. I do. I think it looks really sharp. I'm looking at it now, a picture of it now. Actually, here, let me see if I can share this. Let's see if I can share. Let me see. With that, I can't do that. I'm trying to share the. Here, this might work. Let's see. Yeah, this will work. You should be able to see this if I move it up. You can see that. Yeah, that's nice looking, except I can't see you. Hold on, let me make this bigger. Um, good enough. Yeah, you should still be able to see that. Just the tax. He, yeah, he don't like old. Am I right? Yeah, he don't like old. He don't like what's the band he doesn't like? The one I do. What's the band? What's the? I'm going blank today. I'm exhausted. Yeah, this is why I don't have. I can't have any. If I'm by myself, especially, because no one's going to come here. I don't. I got 3 watch and really 2 because I got other tabs with me while looking at it. So I appreciate you coming in here, but no one's going to lock this old fat ugly. Unless I had some hellacious guitar riffs or something like that. And so I need to do a hangout with some young stud or something like that, or better yet, get some beautiful young lady to do a hangout with me, and then I would get some subs. Even if I would get my wife. I would get a lot of subs if she would do stuff with me. My wife is she looks as good as the day I met her in 1980, 1980, somewhere around there, 1980, 79 to 80. But let me see. Yeah. Let me think. I'm searching for something. Um, the Pink Floyd is the one. That's who Hack doesn't like. Yeah, he don't like Pink Floyd. Yeah, it's not the size. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I don't think Google sees it that way. See, how many subscribers do I have? This is 329. I think I had 339 or 330 something. So I must have lost some somewhere. Of course, I haven't been putting up too much. I haven't. I have tried to learn. Actually, you know what I tried to learn lately? Yeah, I saw that Neil Diamond. He's got a video up. He's doing his Sweet Caroline acoustically, and he changed the words. Washing hands, don't reach me, I won't, or something like that. So I thought it was pretty cool. So I said, we always like Neil Diamond, my wife and I. So I said, I'm gonna see if I can learn how to play that song, which isn't really too difficult. Sweet Caroline. So I was messing with it, and I think I could get something up and sound halfway decent. I even thought about singing, and I can't sing, but I think most people could probably get away with singing that song. That's what I have. I have the PRS SE, right, which is behind me. Oh, it's not. That's right. I packed it up. I took everything upstairs. I just brought this downstairs. Um, I haven't played a real PRS, just a SC, and yeah, that one's got. I think mine's 25 inches. Um, it's easy to play. Now I messed with the setup a little bit because I got on it one time while I hadn't played it for a while, and then the weather changed. It was like real little stiff to play. I just made it. I always forget how to do it, the setup and everything, but I made it so I gave a little relief in it, and it made just a little bit, and it made it right. But I was messing around with the height too, and I shouldn't have done that because you need to go. You need to do it. Everything can't be the same height. It's got to be the circumference, whatever it's supposed to be, and but it came out all right. And of course, I try to make sure everything the intonation was right as close as I can get it. But I think still needs a little. It's so easy to play. I'm telling you, it's really really easy to play. I mean, ask Hack. He's got the regular bass PRSSE. But it's funny, his came with binding, mine does not. And I got the one that's little, the custom 24. That's what I got. It's a little up from what he got. But those are coming up in price. They're more expensive than the SEs. You saw the video. You play acoustic like Kurt Russell. I haven't. I don't know if I saw Kurt Russell, but yeah. But it seems like I'm trying to get my wife. She can sing. My wife can sing if I could play stuff right. And it's not. It's my technique's not bad. It's my time and it's horrible. I can't play. Yeah, but I'm trying to do Sweet Caroline and singing with it. I can't sing. And I'm trying to do. Let's see if I can play that. Um, Where it began. He said I can't. I don't know. Let me see. I forgot the rest. Terrible. You can't. If you do learn how to play something good at my age, if you don't play it often, you forget it the next day. Search Martin and Kurt Russell. Okay. I'm doing that right now. Oh. Wait a minute, I missed that. What is search? Come on. Okay, I'm looking at it. Oh, just Kurt Russell destroyed a 440. Oh man, I can't talk. 145-year-old guitar. Well, I don't want to get in trouble for playing that. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, I don't want you to hear that. Of course, you still might. Let me see. Nah, I've got it turned off. Mm. I need a oh, was it in that movie Hateful Eight? Okay. Is that what you're talking about? The movie Hateful Eight? I did watch the movie Hateful Eight. If that's the movie you're talking about, which I did like it actually. I forgot how it went, but I liked the movie. We watched last. What else can you do? Eat. Well, I'm lucky I can work. You can work around the yard, but we had rain all weekend. Um, so all I can do is eat, watch TV, right? So we binge watched Ozark, the third season of Ozark on Netflix. It's a pretty good movie. It's got Jason Bateman in it. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's about the drug cartel in Mexico, and it's pretty good. It's good. Same old thing. Bad guy, good guy. Well, they're all even Jason Bateman was a bad guy. He was supposed to smash a copy, but he smashed the real thing. Well, he probably has enough to pay for the real. Buy a new one. I probably, I got another channel. I have another channel called Old Guitar Guy or something like that. I probably do. If I did a live stream on there, I'd probably get more people in there. Never even thought about that. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, I started another channel. Never done anything with it. With Old Man Tech 64, something like that. But I just set the channel up. I did it a couple months ago, but I never put anything up there. I thought about putting all these stuff up for these last computers I just built. I just like this one here behind me. This one I just built. Like this one here by I built that about 3 weeks ago. It's not as high end as this one I'm on now, but it's still pretty good. It's still I put a video up 2 days ago. I just playing some chord stuff, and so I used DaVinci Resolve on it. It worked to edit the. I cut all the bad parts. Well, everything I play is bad, but I cut out the real bad parts, and using DaVinci Resolve, and it came out really good. I mean, it was like this replaced a i7, an 8-year-old i7 I had, and because that thing struggled when I would render a movie, it just took long, and big difference even in this older this new one I just built. I put a 3600X Ryzen in there. The new one, the one I built around Christmas time, it's a 3800X in there, and of course it's got a $430 GPU in there, where this one has like a $180 graphics card in there, but it still worked. It did way better than the i7. So, because I'm going to slim down when we move into the new place. I'm just going to maybe 2 or 3 computers, which I don't need. Who needs to have that many? But I'm a geek. Instead of having 4 or 5, like if you can see this here, I'm going to point. I don't see. There's one there. That one there, it's an old i5 I got from a salvage from work. So I fixed that. I mean, I got Windows 7 on there, but I never did anything with it. But when I built this one, I needed a CD key. And if you have Windows 7, I used the key that was on there. Probably it worked, but is it legal? It's like a gray area. As long as I don't use that other one. But it's a volume key which businesses use. So, but hey, Dwight, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, but I'm exhausted. I worked today, and if you can see the mess behind me, if you can see the mess behind me, Dwight, that's from what I've been doing the last 2 days. I'm had to clean stuff out. I can't get to the computer behind me with the Helix because I got stuff all in front of it, and I had to make a path for the. We're getting a new furnace put in tomorrow, so, and then we have a crawl space. And I never did anything with it since we've been here. I mean, I think I had a box in there I put in there, but the original builder from 26 years ago, he had like garbage in there. I had to clean that up, and I got it all clean. So, just a little bit exhausted. How are you doing, Dwight? And Dog Pa? I hope you guys are doing well, considering, it's the lockdown. Actually, we might go out. I have a card that I got from work because we're with the essential company, blah, 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 Homeland Security. You finally got a computer. Oh, how were you doing your videos before? You were doing on the phone and uploading them? Because they were pretty good. I mean, these phones today, you get a high-end phone today, especially a Samsung, or an iPhone. They have fantastic, cameras, video cameras in them. Yeah, what kind of laptop did you get? I bought. I'm not a laptop guy. That's all right, but you can edit it with your. Well, you can edit on the phone too. Back and hip out. You're heading out from all the sitting. Yeah, I have one laptop that I bought for myself like 5 years ago. It was kind of a high end one, but it struggles editing. It's an i7, because for editing, you need a nice, if you want to do fancy editing, like with what EJ does. He does most of his stuff on an iPad with this. I forgot the software he told me it was called, and it's only like $30, $50 or something like that. I'm using DaVinci Resolve, and it's got the better graphics card you have in it. Like this one here, it's got like a. Here, I'll show you this. It's a. That's a EVGA GeForce NVIDIA GeForce RTX 27 GeForce NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. It's like I think I paid $430 for it, and I never paid over $200 for a video card before. And so if you want to do the fancy stuff, do a bunch of graphical type stuff, you need a better graphics card. You don't have to have it, but it's going to help rendering time. And this one, I built this around Christmas time. The one behind me, I just built like 3 weeks ago. That one there, I sold an old i7, and so with that money there, I think I sold the old one for $300. And this is a modern. This is modern. It's not as quite as fast as CPU. This is a Ryzen 3600X in this one, and the other one I just showed you with the RGB lights. That has a 3800X, and the better motherboard. I put a B450 motherboard in here, which is older, but it's still way quicker than the i7 it replaced. I only have like, I think. Let me see, 430. I had the GPU. It was like less than $600. You could build that for between $500 and $600 for what today. I had the GPU, so I didn't have to replace that. I just used the same one. It was in the same one was in the other one. Paul, hey man, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know everybody's bored. I didn't see anybody doing any live streams, and I've been cleaning all day because we're selling the house and just cleaning stuff out. And I can't even get to my Helix, which is behind me, because I got stuff all in front of it on that computer. And actually, I was showing this before. This is a because I didn't have any guitars down here, and I wanted to play last night a little bit, and I brought this down the other night actually, and this is just a Squire. It needs work. I bought it from a local music store. Actually, they give you, 90 days. They bring it back in. They'll do a complete setup on it, which I never did. But it had some sprouting going on. All seems like it went back in though with the temperature dropping. So that's not a real. The main problem is it's like buzzing on the B and the B and G strings, like C sharp and B sharp or whatever that is, or G sharp, the first frets on both of them. But so I don't know if it's. I'm assuming it's the nut. I just don't know if we got any fret lifting up on it, and the pickups are pretty bad on here. The treble pickup's not too bad, and then you can mess around with just mess around with the tone a little bit and get it to sound halfway decent. I don't pay $200 for it. You can get them for probably $100 brand used somewhere. They just had it. I like the color, but to be honest, I would like to have a. I'm not going to do it, but I wouldn't mind having an American Telecaster. I have the American Strat, which is that's probably my favorite guitar. That between that, the PRS SE Custom 24, and probably my Gibson Les Paul. Out of the 8 guitars I have, I also. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading Dog Paw. Old computer died. Had to upgrade. Got an Acer Nitro 9th generation i5, 2 SSDs, upgradable to 32 gigs of RAM, 4 gigabytes, 16 gig. Okay, you could do some video editing with that. An i5. Yeah, this one I have 2 SSDs. I got NVMe in here, which is the fastest drive you can get. No, you can get a 4th generation one. This, which costs a lot more, but this will do the capable of working in here. But they're a lot more money to the 4th generation NVMe's. But anyway, I have 32 gigs in here. I have the boot drive. They're both Samsung drives, but the NVMe, which is the faster drive, that's 500 gigs, and then I have a terabyte. Just a plain Samsung SSD, 860, I think it is. But yeah, everything's faster on here. I mean, real fast. The other one I just bought, the one behind me, I bought just a generic SSD, SATA SSD, which just SATA is still only like 550 to 650 or something like that. Data throughput. This thing does 3200, 3500 read and write, something like that. It's crazy, but you only see it like when it boots up when you first open up the program. Other than that, I don't know. But I put an SSD in a. Oh, got the wrong tab. I put an SSD in a. I had a maybe 10-year-old laptop, Toshiba laptop. I put an SSD in that. And it only had 4 gigs of RAM. It originally came with 7. I had to put Windows 10 on it, and it doubled the performance on there. It just made it really quick. And a friend of mine had the exact same PC at work. Actually, he had his first. I got one like him, and from years ago, 8 or 10 years ago. So I upgraded his like a year ago, and or probably less than that. He can't believe how much faster it is, how usable it is now. But I got an i5, a Dell i5. I put an SSD in that. It helped a lot, but I kind of think that that old Toshiba i3 is faster than the i5. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just be happy when things get back to normal. And if we don't get killed anymore on this, which we will on the stock market. Like I had originally lost, we had lost like, I don't know, 70,000, 72. Now it's like 59 because it was doing, I think we had 3 days. It was doing all right. I think Friday was down a little bit. And I would imagine tomorrow it might go down a little bit. It will go down because, all this data is coming in. More people are passing away. And we haven't hit the curve yet. Okay, boot drive is a M thing. Regular SS2. Both 500G plus 2 regular terabyte external. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's not wrong. I mean, you have to see a difference between that and I imagine then the old computer replaced. I think actually 2 and 3. You know who 2 and 3/4 jams is? 2 and 3 core jams, not quarter, but I guess that's his new name. But anyway, he got a t-shirt. Actually, I was with him. We met at a Micro Center up here in Maryland about I don't know 5-6 months ago. He got a Acer, pretty high end Acer. It wasn't a Nitro, I don't think, but he got a pretty high end Acer. I told him because to me they're really a lot of people don't like Acers. I've had a couple. I didn't have any problem. Um, I mean, I had like in motherboards. This supposedly the best motherboards are Asus, and I probably replace. Oh my God! Speaking of the devil, there he is. Yeah, how you doing, Don? Yeah, we're talking about I said you got a high end Acer laptop. Yeah, and to me they Acer they're the best bang for the buck. But a lot of people don't like Acers. Like I said, I had two of them I bought for my wife, and I think I gave them both to my. I think my daughter has both of them. And they're still working. I've never had problems with any laptops with any. I'm trying to think any computers I ever bought. I don't think I ever had a motherboard that went bad. Unless I might have ruined one when I was putting one together on the carpet. I think I killed one like 15 years ago. Just putting it together on the carpet, which was stupid. Hey Don, did Brian get a hold of you? I worked today for 4 hours today, Don. 4 hours. And my wife said, "Stop on the way home at the sub shop in Hampstead and get her some." Actually, she called it in because you can't sit in; you have to get carry out. We got she got a steak sub, I got a turkey sub, cold cut turkey sub, and she got crab soup. Then we might like go out later and get some burgers somewhere. Don, look at the mess behind me. I don't know if you can see it. The mess behind me. I can't get to. I have my Helix hooked up. I can hook it up to this one, but I have it hooked up to the other computer, right, the white one right there, and I got all kinds of suitcases, stuff, and shoes in front of there. And so I'm gonna actually I might pull that out. I might bring it upstairs, but then I don't want to have too much stuff in my music room upstairs because I got that lazy boy I'm getting rid of. Hey Don, you want a lazy boy? You need a lazy boy you love seat with two electric recliners we're trying to get rid of. It's free, but we really have to make a move. Everything goes good tomorrow with the furnace being put in, and then Thursday they're going to do the appraisal for the buyer. And I don't see why you shouldn't appraise at what they're asking for more. It should appraise for more what they're asking for, and they're paying for it. There he is. Hey Brian, how you doing? Well, hey Brian, with all those big bucks you have, you probably pay it. You could probably pay somebody to do it for you. Which was what I'm going to do. I'm not moving. You think most of the stuff is getting thrown away? The only thing we're moving out here is going to be the bedroom set, this one couch here because it's like brand new. Still got the tags on it. We never use it. That bedroom set, and we got a little kitchen table. That's the only thing that's getting moved, other than the clothes and I got two TV stands. Yeah, you like that shirt? Yeah, I got a black one too. But since I'm gaining all the weight, the black one is a little smaller, and since I gained 30 some pounds, I mean some weight back. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Don. Yeah, like I said. Oh, the Acer. Yeah, they're like the best bang for the buck. A lot of people. I don't know why people knock them. They all use the same parts. Well, not all, but I had a couple. I didn't have any problem. Yeah, yeah. Actually had as in past. Yeah, those big bucks I had. My wife looked at our stock market yesterday, our savings, and we were down 70. Now we're down like 59 now. We got a little bit back. But Monday's come, so the new data is going to be coming out. All the more sick people that pass away, so it's we're going to it's going to be down 1,000 points tomorrow. Watch. Then it'll come up. People will start getting this whenever the stimulus checks get mailed out or whatever. I watched it. You're talking about mine. I didn't do. I just played something the other day. I didn't explain anything, which I should have. I was having because remember when we were watching Stavros Studio, he was telling me he had all kinds of problems using it as a interface. I was having problems too using mine as an interface. Right? Here's a weird thing. You just set up. You just plug it in. You use that as an audio interface. But when I'm recording OBS, all right. See, I'm going to record something and play it back and play it over. It brought everything down like a half step or a whole step. It just made my voice. I couldn't figure it out. So I'm reading. Okay, by default, and the Helix, the sample rate is 48,000, and by default Windows is set at 44,100, whatever the sample rate. So I went in Windows and changed it, and it was fine after that. I don't. You might want to know that, Brian, too. I don't know if you tried to use yours as an audio interface yet. But I tell you what, excuse me, the setup that Hack has now he's just got the Helix effects. I don't know if you heard him last night. I don't remember if you were in there last night, Brian, but he's got some hellacious sounds coming. I mean, he had it set up perfectly. It sounds really great the way he's doing it now. Of course, I do have an amp, but I can't do anything, especially where I move. I can't. Everything's got to be through the computer and headsets now for sure. So I got this Boss Katana. The Boss Katana 100. I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't use it. And I got that little Black Star 10 watt amp, ID Core 10. I don't use that. I got the THR 10X. I was using that upstairs. So I really don't need to have all this stuff. Yeah, I was watching. We watched, Brian. I don't know I assume you have Netflix. You might have watched Ozark. The third season came out Friday, so we watched it all yesterday. My wife and I, yesterday and Friday night. You didn't think it sounded as good? I thought it sounded really good. I thought he was getting a good sound in it. To me, a lot of people don't like Line 6. I know when I listened to other people's, like you did yours the other night, Brian, your Sunshine of Your Love, it sounded great to me. You were using your Helix, right? Yeah, he was having. Yeah, I don't know if he was using the Helix as an audio interface, which you can. Like I did it the other day. I was having a problem, but I figured it out just changing that setting in the sample rate to 48,000. I think it's what it uses by default, and it seems like it helps. See, if I was on there now, I would record something. See, I did a video that I didn't show anything. I just played. I wasn't talking or anything. But I should have showed how I changed it, because I was just looking at some stuff on YouTube, or maybe I wasn't just Googling it, and I changed it to, like I said, the sample rate in Windows, because it's using that by default, and I changed the sample rate to 48,000, and it went away. Oh, that's right. You said My Freedom. Okay, it sounded good. He was using a different interface. Yeah, I know. He's. Yeah, see, I can't do that. My wife, if I use that little 10 watt amp, my wife, if I have it on one, she can be on the other side of the corner of the house and catty corner. I could be here. I could have any amp I had on one, she'll hear it and it's too loud. Hey Frank, there's another highlight of my career. Getting to meet Don and Frank C in person. Yeah, it's fun. Everybody says about, I think I think I think it was on Stafford's show Friday night. They were talking about who did you meet that was popular, and I think I said Don in here. I meant to say Frank too. I enjoy meeting people in here more so than these stars because you talk to these people because I do a lot with the tech community, obviously, building computers, and so I got involved with some of those people. I met quite a few of those people. Went to a Linux Fest in Columbus, Ohio, about 5 or 6 years ago. Met a lot of people there that I knew online. It was really cool. And it was probably the last time I drank was like 6 years ago. I mean, I drank more because we're in our hotel rooms. I wasn't going anywhere, and guys made homemade beer and what's that Japanese beers and all kinds of stuff. It was kind of. Yeah. Oh, the room is looking different here. Let me show you how messy it is, Frank. Let me get my camera. I can't get to the Helix. All right, the Helix is about, you see the Helix, but look what's in front of the Helix. I mean, I can hook it up over here to this computer, but I'm not playing. Yeah, it's a mess, and I guess you'll be, yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Moonshine. Yeah, we had some kind of moonshine there. I think they sell. I forgot. Somebody brought moonshine. They sell it at like a Target or something. I forget. I don't know where he came from. Michigan. I forget. Yeah, I drank a lot of stuff, but I haven't drank anything since. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. I might have had some like mixed drinks, like Mike's Hard Lemonade or something like it. Around Christmas time, Margaret will make some mixed drinks or something. I might drink one or two. Yeah, I'm not a drinker. I don't do it. I try not to do the drugs that the doctors give me to take, except for my cholesterol medicine. You can. You can hook it up as like what we have. I assume I don't know how the effects works. That might be different then. But all the other Helix you can use as an audio interface. As far as I know, mine I can. The one behind me is hooked up as an audio interface. But typically, I actually have it come in here. I can show you. Typically, I can just. Sorry, guys. All right. Typically, I have. There's outs in the back, right? I have 1/4 inch jacks hooked up to the outs, right and left in the back. Typically, I have an interface actually on the real corner of the table. You can see it there. There's a Yamaha, the white thing. It's a Yamaha audio interface. I'll have it going to that, and then that's a USB going into the computer. Or a lot of times I'd rather have it on that. Normally, I have it on the outs of the Helix going to here onto this Mackie Pro FX8. And you can get a couple different more sound effects because it's got some sound effects on there if you want to do it. You got mids and lows, whereas on the Yamaha Steinberg CI1, you don't have any controls other than the gain and volume, stuff like that. But lately I just hooked it up with the USB audio interface, and because I know people were having problems with it, and I had hooked up in the past, but then I was getting that problem where if I did something in OBS, it would drop. It would drop the for whatever reason, it would drop the the tone down a half a step or a whole step or something like that, or just you play it back and it's like whoa, you're playing and you can hear something's not right. But then when I changed that setting to the sample rate in Windows, it seemed like it definitely fixed that. I'm getting caught up in here. Walmart Michigan. Yeah, we did. I think we did. We did one StreamYard. I think that we did a StreamYard hangout, Don. But I think you had trouble and wound up using Internet Explorer. But there's no. I don't know why. I don't know. There's no reason why it should not work in Chrome. I know some people are having trouble with Chrome, and which is crazy because Chrome is it's all the same. It's all owned by Google. It's all YouTube and Chrome. They're all. I tell you, not everybody does it, but everybody should be on some kind of headset when they do a live stream, just so the mic doesn't pick up. If you're using speakers, the mic can pick up stuff coming from the speakers. It can, not necessarily that it does all the time. Yeah, new crib. Okay, you're in Catonsville, so you're about. I'm trying to think how far you are from me. 40 miles. And then I'm moving like 11 and a half miles north of here. Let's see how far Catonsville. From Hanover, PA, not the Hanover by the airport. You're 42 miles from me. I was close. 42 miles from me. And then another 10 or 11 miles, so you'll be like 53 miles from me. And Frank is probably about, I don't know, probably 10 miles from me. I don't know, 10, 12 miles or less. It probably, all right. You ever go to Frank? You ever go to the Walmart on Eisenhower? You know where the Walmart is on Eisenhower, north of here. There's one, not the one by here. There's one north of here, on Eisenhower. It's on that road, 94. What is this one in front? Was it 194 in front of me? I forget which is which. Maybe it's 194 Broadway. It's Eagle. If you look up Eagle View Mobile Home Park, Frank, you'll see it. It's probably no difference coming from you. No, probably a little further, but not much. Yeah. It's not. I guess it's not. It's not like you have to go to work, Frank. I mean, Don. Yeah, come on up after we get. But I think. What they're so strict at this mobile home, which I kind of like. They're saying, although we saw people with motorcycles, and they say if you have friends with motorcycles, they can't come over. What? And then you only got they don't have all street parking. You got to park in the driveway. There's only two spots in the driveway. But they have where the mailbox is. They have this common parking spot there, which is like it's real close to it's like down the street from me, real close. But in a way, I kind of like it because I don't, if you go some of these mobile home parks, they look like you're going through the Beverly Hillbillies or something like that. And but they're real. This looks, it's like immaculate. The only thing I see, everything looks good except maybe some of the mobile homes, some of the siding needs to be cleaned a little bit. Other than that, it's fine. It's like pristine. Yeah. Okay. So I'm about 3 miles north of that. From that Walmart there, Frank, I'm like three and a half miles north of that. Like when you're going to, I don't know if you're familiar with Abbottstown, Frank. If you're going in Abbottstown, you go up that I think it's not 194, whatever Broadway is. Where they have the Amish flea market, the Amish market on the weekends. Past the bowl, you got the bowling alley and Gold's Gym. It's like past there. Oh, he did Sunshine of Your Love. That was really good. You, it's not a retirement commute. You would think it is, Don, when you go through there, because you see they have the have people have decks, but they have the flat for the wheelchairs. They don't have the steps. They have the ramp for the wheelchairs. You see a lot of that there, but it is not a 55 plus. But I've never seen any kids there. Never seen any kids run. We ran through there a lot over the years, and we'll talk to a resident might be walking their dog or something, so we'll talk. We'll talk to them and ask them how they like living there, and everything's pretty positive. Except, I know they're strict though, but it doesn't bother me. It's um it's called not Hickory Heights. It's um I'm losing it today. I can't think of what I'm doing today. I just did so much work. I'm like exhausted. I was just cleaning some stuff up. It's called a Eagle View Mobile Home Park. Eagle View. I'll put a picture up. I'll put the website up on here. Let me see if I can get the website to pop up here. That's not it. They got a different. They changed their website to a different name, and I forget. I forget what it is. Yeah, they changed their website, and you gotta. It's really nice. Here it is. This is it. Here it is. Yep. Let me show you this here. All right, let's put that back up on there. That's it. Let me. I'll show you some of the. Yeah, some of them are pretty expensive. Some of the new ones there. The one we're buying, like I said, it's used. We're buying it from the owner. Uh, it's like 44,000 what we're paying. This one, yeah, I'm not going to buy it. Wouldn't even think of buying it. I want to buy the cheapest. I don't want to invest because typically you're not going to make any. I'm going to die there. But actually, I'll show you the one that the one we're moving into. Hopefully, if there's nothing wrong. Oop. Wrong again. Wrong again. Here it is. That's the one we're moving into. It's got this hill behind here, and I made sure we're not responsible. So that's common ground. We don't. They got a little barrier there, so I don't have to worry about that hill. So it doesn't have much grass, and they got metered. They got propane gas. It's metered, so no tanks around there. You see, so I don't have to worry about that. And I only got that little grass to cut, not much, and it's got a shed back there. We told them we don't want that. I'm going to get Comcast. They have Comcast there, so I want that removed, the dish. So very, a lot of difference between what I have to cut now, like a half acre and that. It's got a little deck, little shed, and little Rubbermaid or whatever the thing is. A little awning over top of the. You know when you're looking at mobile homes and they don't put any pictures up, that's a clue that you probably don't want to buy something like that. This thing has like 65 pictures on there. It's 2007, so it's like quite a bit newer than this one. Okay, so we're talking about replacing the carpet, putting laminate flooring in. So they have it in the kitchen. We thought about trying to match what's in the kitchen to the rest of the living room, but we like the gray, that dark laminate gray. It's kind of popular right now. We may not do that right away. And it's got 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths, and that's all we need. And if it's got Comcast, and if I can get fast internet, that's all I need. And it's going to, like, the wash and dryer. My wife struggles getting around. She has bad knees. And she has, we got this split floor, so she has to go down two flights of steps. She won't have that problem there. So there's I'll probably put my computer stuff in there. Wash and dryer on the same floor. So hopefully everything goes good, for that inspection. Yeah, how much room do you need for 2 people? I mean, this house here, Brian, we put this up for sale in August, right? And the most negative complaints we got: nice house, too small, bedrooms too small. So now with this, we got this one offer, so we're taking it while we can. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, me clean, I gained all this weight back. I've gained, like I said, maybe 30 pounds back out of the 80 I lost, and doing this cleaning and walking around on my knees. Oh my gosh. Actually, we have this crawl space I had to clean out, which I think I was mentioning here earlier, the dog paw. I had to clean that out. I've never been in it. I think I put maybe a box of stuff in there one time, but they had trash in there from when the builders built that. So I had to clean all that crap out of there this morning. Exactly. Oh, exactly.
Homemade bread pudding with a caramel sauce.
Oh,
All homemade.
thank you, honey. All right, this is what my lovely wife just brought me. Homemade bread pudding with some kind of sauce on it. So you can see where my diets went to. Well, what can you do this kind of weather? I mean, kind of weather. This when you're locked in, you're locked down. And Brian, you also work from home, don't you? I guess you do all your work from home too. There you go. I mean, you see some of these people. Brian, your backdrop looks really great, and I think Metalhead Hippie. He has some really nice backdrop. Hey Hack, how you doing? I didn't see you live. I checked first. I don't know if you did, and because I wasn't going to go live, and I was seeing if anybody was live, but half the time I don't get no notification, so I got to see who's live. Google it and see. I'm reading the chat. As you can see, Hack, I had more cleaning to do. I had to clean because they're coming to put that heater in tomorrow, the furnace in tomorrow. So I had to make a path for the furnace, and I can't get this computer behind me has the Helix hooked up to it. I mean, it'll reach here. I can put it on this one because I got all kinds of stuff in front of there, shoes and everything. Because that closet I cleaned out because we had to have this radon kit this radon ventilation system put in. They need to get in the crawl space for whatever reason. I cleaned everything out of that closet. I told Margaret, I'm not putting anything back in there because most of it's coats and stuff. And yeah, I was trying to gain weight. I know you told. I remember you telling me you 117. Oh my gosh, that's 6 foot. No, it's. I got down to 191, but I didn't stay there too long. I don't even know what I am now. I'm probably back up to 220 something now, or 230 something. That 135 it's still too small. 135. I can't. I was 135 when I was 10, and I wasn't fat then. But you're a thin guy. You're just naturally thin. But do you eat a lot? I mean, like my wife gets pizza. We have it at work. I mean, if I only ate one piece, I wouldn't be bad. But I can't eat one piece. I have to eat typically I'll eat 4 or 5 pieces. No problem. That's my problem. Yeah, Frank, I got it. I rearranged some things with the THR10X. I've been using it, but it's not hooked up to the computer. I have to put it closer to the computer so I can put this patch on that I got recently. I haven't done that yet. Then I'll tell you how. You burn it up. I blame my overeating, or of course I don't do it now, from 35 years ago when I used to smoke that stuff. I don't know. I go to concerts and they pass these cigarettes around. I don't know what it was, but it made me hungry. That's all I know. I blame it on that. No, I just eat too much. But now it's like, what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen when this is all said and done? Of course, we're going to have this coronavirus. It's going to be here for years. But they'll have some kind of vaccine. It'll just be like the regular flu or whatever someday. But you know what's going to happen out of all of this? People are going to get fat, and we're going to have a baby boom like 9 months from now. That's good. I probably when I left school, I was probably like 170 pounds, and then I got to 279 last March, a year ago March. I was 279, and I got down to 190 and 191. As Frank, I bet you I would say the Texas Roadhouse up here in Hanover, me and my wife probably been there more than anybody. I mean, I don't know for sure, but we go there quite a lot. I know everything's carry out, but they have that Chili's across the street from there, and Mark got a burger there, and it was good. She got one for me. I ate it, but she wants to go out later somewhere. She's talking about going to Sonic and get one of those ice cream things. Yeah, I love Texas Roadhouse. You know, you know what's really good? They're what do you call it? The rolls they have. I mean, they're hot and they give you the cinnamon butter. I could just have a meal on there. Of course, that's the worst thing you can eat, the bread, but it's like one of the best things. I like I like the roadkill. I used to get the roadkill a lot. Of course, it's just like a hamburger, I guess. But sometimes their sirloins, they're really good too. Get a medium rare or rare, or their fillets are real good too. Better than going to what's a fancy place? What's a fancy place called? That franchise. It's just as good there as it. At all, Frankie. But well, I came home from work Friday, and I was in there until this morning. Of course, then I got to work tomorrow. But I haven't been to any stores since last weekend. Yeah, yeah. Now we have this sub shop, this local sub shop. Well, in Hampstead, it's where I work. Marcus say, "You think you can get some steak subs on the way home?" They open 11, so she ordered it, and I got off 11 this morning, and I got a cold cut turkey sub. Lone Star, they shut down out here a while ago. They went out of business out here. We had them too, Lone Star. I don't know if they went out all places, but they we had them in. We had one in York, and there was one in Maryland, Westminster. That shut down. And what else? What was the other one? Ruby Tuesdays. They shut down out here too. I mean, they're still around, but they're not. We have one in here and in Hanover, and they have one in Westminster. I think they shut down. Oh my gosh! But we do have what's the other one called? We have Texas Roadhouse. We have Longhorn. We have that. They're pretty good, but they're they're really pricey compared to Texas Roadhouse. They're good, but they're really pricey. They have some things that are cheap, but they're pricey. Hey, Brian, I got a. You know what? I don't know if anybody, if you use Don. I have we have these little teeny portable propane grills, and it uses these little small propane tanks. I'm cleaning up and found one of them. It's got to be from 20 years ago because we had one of them. I assume it's still good. I don't. Where do I dump that at? Or I got to try this bread pudding my wife made. That's really good. Yeah, Frank. Texas Roadhouse is always good. I mean, it's always crowded, but normally we go. We like to go when they open up, like I don't know, 11 o'clock, like on a Sunday, 11:30, whatever, or about 12 o'clock, because it can get really crowded there. So most time when we go out, we go early. But have you been to Bay City, Frank, which is down the street from Texas Roadhouse? I don't know. I'll keep the Coleman. I don't have the grill anymore. I just got the tank. I don't know what I did, but I guess we gave it away or threw it away. I don't know. I exchange it for what? I don't have. We don't have a grill. We don't have any kind of grill. We got a George Foreman. That's all she uses now. We had a grill outside. She got tired of cleaning it, and so we don't. We gave that to my daughter. All right, Brian. See ya. Oh, but you've been there. But you know what I'm talking about. You've been there. I don't know. I don't know if they're open during doing all this stuff. Most places are. Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Firehouse Subs. I do like them too. And Mod Pizza right next to them. Yeah, they're pretty good too. There's one in York. They got one in York too. A Mod Pizza. But I think we were by there. I, th- I think they were closed. Mod Pizza. We were by there last. It might have been 2 weeks ago or last Saturday. Me stuffing my face with bread pudding my wife just made. Really good. Hack, I think you had the best sound I've ever heard yesterday. Whatever you did, the way you had everything set up, to me, I mean, I guess everything is subjective. To me, it sounded great. And you had some really hellish riffs going on. Yeah, I like the my pizza. It wasn't bad. It's not my favorite pizza, but it's okay. I like. Have you? I assume you had Jerry and Sal's, right? They used to be really good, Frank. But I think we like Genova's the best now. Genova's, yeah, I like Genova's the best. And there's a place in Hampstead. Well, they have a Genova's in Hampstead too, but I like J and P's is good. Oh, no, I did eat it. It was good. I've been eating everything, Don. I haven't. I've been officially been off the diet since I guess I started gaining back around Thanksgiving. It was hard. I couldn't. It was a struggle. Yeah, yeah. He has effects, and that's what you didn't you. You had the effects, didn't you, Frank? Yeah, it sounded great. You were just you were just not missing a note yesterday. It sounded really good. Yeah, you're doing this pentatonic thing. It sounded really good. Moderation. I know all about. See, you guys never had a weight problem. I mean, that I know. The terrible thing is the people that have a weight problem. 99 and people lose weight. 99% of people gain it back. It's horrible. It's just, I mean, it's hereditary in my family. I mean, no one's been. I'm probably the worst out of everybody. Now my sister, she's the only one. I got a sister, 70. God bless her, 76 years old. She does yoga and all this stuff, and she kept her weight off. I mean, she was never as bad as me. She's a little teeny thing, and she does well. But and my brother, he had a weight problem, but he does. But no one was as bad as me. I tell you what, you know what, Hack? I wouldn't mind if you did it, and probably it might be hard for you to tab it out, but you were doing some runs there, like you were in, I guess, like in doing some runs in A. You were in a key of A, doing some pentatonic stuff, and you're moving around to different patterns. I, I'd love to see exactly what you were doing. I mean, I don't even know. I'm sure you don't know. You're just playing anything, but if you could tab it out or something, it might take some. A lot of times, I'll play stuff sounds good. I don't know what I'm playing, and then if you go to tab it out, I can see. Oh man, that's gotta figure this out. And because I was really into Dave R's theory stuff, and I was really reading a lot about it like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, a month ago. But it's just I don't have time to do anything, to really learning because I'm starting to understand it because I know what Dave he was putting these videos out, and then Steve, what's the name? Steve Stein. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. He's got one almost exactly the same thing like what Dave R was doing, and I don't know if his was. Yeah, I don't think they. I mean, I think Dave's was out for. I don't know. I don't think that was new what Steve Stein did. Hey, there's Dale Palmer. How you doing, Dale? You want to do StreamYard? I'll do StreamYard if you want to set it up. Or you're talking about you mean you didn't mean now, or do you want to do it now? Oh, you mean to show me your wrists? I'm not gonna. Yeah, Dale, I just was look, Dale. You see the mess behind me? I had to get like we got the furnace people coming in tomorrow. I had to make a path for them. You want you want to do a live stream? Are you talking about doing it live? No, we don't want to do it live. And plus, um, I got you. Okay. I'll let you know. Um, but yeah, how's the sound going to? I don't think it's going to sound. Well, we can play with it. We could see how it sounds. Even if we did it on, because I assume you were using OBS last night. OBS sounds fine with one guitar. No one's ever done it with two guitars. Like if you had a, that I don't think that would work because I'd have to get you in. I don't know how Skype sounds. I can't see where Skype sounds good on guitar because Skype takes over the whole thing, your whole audio thing. Unless you have it in your interface, might be all right. But I've never did two guitars on OBS because I can't think if I got you in with like on the, you know how I do it with the Google Hangout. Well, you like my guitar might sound all right, but if I have you on the Google Hangout, it might not. It might be all not sound so great. Oh, really? Tonight, Frank? Is that tonight? Ben Coon show? I gotta watch that. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff lately, but I do watch a lot of Dave's Fun stuff. He's fun to watch. And he's another Canadian, I believe. Yeah, he's up in Canada. And there, I like Daryl Braun. I like him a lot. I mean, I learned some stuff from him actually. But I bought Robert Baker's one of his courses probably a year ago, maybe not quite a year ago. I've never done anything with it. I think I logged in once. How stupid can I be? Oh, stream work? No, that'd be fine. No problem. The thing is, what you were doing yesterday, you were doing like a real nice speed, but more so than that, everything was. Now you can play fast, but if it's not the same time and it doesn't sound good, you need to get you had the right spacing going on everything. Real perfect timing. Oh no, yeah, but I need to be able to hear what he's doing too. Sometimes it's really hard to hear. I mean, when somebody's playing something on there, when it dies out, and which has a tendency to do when you're doing. Yeah, Dave's good. He's good. Also, been watching. What's that one? The my guitar. Actually, he was doing live yesterday. I think when you were doing live. Hack. What's the guy's name? The one he's people. I think he scarred my guitar. I've been watching some of his stuff lately. But I got to be honest. If I ever want a guitar, I'd say give it to the next guy because I don't need them. Unless it's like, man, well, if it's a $10,000 guitar, maybe or something, And here's the thing. All right, tell me, am I wrong? You guys are living in the States. We're all going to get this stimulus check, right? Yeah, Hack, we can, whenever you get some free time, whatever. I'll message you after here, whenever it's good for you. I mean, I worked today, actually. I worked 4 hours. And then I go work my regular week. But, you know what came out at work? We had a meeting. We're constantly having meetings lately. They stop all merit increase. We get like a raise, a 50-cent raise, 60-cent raise every year. They stopped that, right? But starting Sunday, which was today, instead of getting when we work overtime, Like anything over 40 hours worked is time and a half. Well, they made it instead of time and a half, it's going to be double time. So I worked for I worked 4 hours today, but it'll be like 8 hours. So that'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's not going to affect me because I'm leaving. I'm leaving in what 4 months, and everything's on schedule with us. We're supposed to move out of this building by the end of July, and the new building in Delaware is just about almost finished. I mean, they still got work, but it's almost ready to have stuff put in when we set it up, when we do our schematic stuff in there. Yeah, basing your two. Here, tell me, am I wrong? I don't need the money. Why are we getting money? I think the people that lost their jobs should be getting money. I didn't lose my job. I mean, matter of fact, we have more overtime. I mean, this has nothing to do with the virus or anything, but we have more overtime now. But I don't. I think the people that need the money should be getting it. It's just to me, I don't understand why are we getting. I didn't lose my job. I think it should only be people. Now, my sister-in-law, she had to shut down her business. She's got a flower shop business, so she needs help. You know what I mean? But yeah. I know enough theory that I can just read something and start understanding it. Of course, I can understand it, but I still have to I have to look at the fretboard. Like I can't hit a note and say I'm on this note. I might just go A B C D, but to figure out what note that is. Yeah, I can figure that out. And I understand what Dave was doing. This real cool thing. Dave Reese, Dave Art Guitars, and he made it good. And I swear, Steve Sign, he has the exact same thing, almost like what Steve did. I mean, what Dave did. And so I need to just constantly like go over that and over that. And I was going to work on these triads. I never got to. Actually, Dave gave me something. I lost the paperwork. I was going to try to do like play something with just using triads, which I mean, I do use triads a lot in some of my stuff, but I wanted to do some different stuff. I never got around to doing it yet. But God willing, I'm healthy when I move and I'm retired. The weird thing is, at my age, and I think I mentioned it to some of you people. This guy I worked with for 45 years since I've been there. He retired less than 2 years ago. I just saw him. He came in for the Christmas party we had. He's 68. He just passed away suddenly. He didn't have any health issues that I know of. He was a big guy, not heavy, but like 6'4", 6'5". I mean, he had weight problems, but he wasn't heavy this time. And we're not sure what happened. We think he had a heart attack, just died suddenly. 68 years old. He was up for the Christmas party. And he lives in Baltimore, but he comes up a lot. I said, John, you got to call me, stop by, and we'll get together. I never got to see him. He passed away. He was a real good guy. I mean, a lot of people are, I've been there 45 years, and we got people that are older than me. In the last 5 years, must have been like at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 people passed away, maybe more than that. Because I got people working there. I'm 64. I think we got Al. He's like 77 or 78. He's got terrible, not Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. I mean, really bad. And they won't give him this, he's waiting to get the severance package because we're closing up. Why don't they give it to him now? He's going to hurt himself or hurt somebody else. And it makes no sense to me. Anyway. You're a good man, Hack. Because some people would say, they have free lessons. But if you go into my Patreon page, I got like 5 different tiers. $1 tier will give you this, and the $10 tier will give you this, and the 20 blah blah blah. I don't know. That's just me. Kenny Rogers was check it out now. He was like 81. No, he wasn't. He's older than 71. Check it out. I think they're going to do a thing on him. I just saw it. I'm pretty sure he was older than 71. Kenny Rogers, more like 81. I just, my problem is I feel like I won't get it fast enough, and I might have said this before. I think I might have told you. I took guitar lessons. I took maybe in my 45, 50 years of playing. I took maybe 5 or 6 months total of guitar lessons from different people through the years. Maybe not, maybe a little less than that. But I remember taking in the 80s, taking from this one guy. He's trying to teach me money for nothing. I just had trouble seeing what he's doing. I couldn't tell, and he's getting pissed off. He's getting agitated. I just can't see what he's doing, and because now I tried to play it. I don't know, a few months back, and I picked it up right away off of YouTube. I mean, almost not exactly. I got it real close, but I haven't gone back to it. But this guy's trying to, this is before the internet, and he's trying to show me, and he's getting agitated, and of course I didn't go back, But at the most I ever took lessons was maybe 3 months in a row, like once a week. In 2001, my neighbor, he got a guitar for his son. He got one for himself, and at that time, 2001, I probably hadn't touched a guitar in like 10 years. So I said, I'm going to get back into it. So I bought like a $400 Ibanez, whatever it was. I had a Floyd Rose, which I knew nothing about. I said, why is this thing not in tune? Why is this thing not getting in tune? And anyway, so I played it for a while, and actually I took lessons with this guy for like 3 months, and he was a shredder, real good shredder. And he was older. He was like maybe good 5, 8, 10 years older than me, but he could shred, right? And I would go, oh man, I like the way you bend. Oh, you'll be playing like me in no time. Yeah, well, that never happened. But I did. Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. And he was giving me tabs, and I didn't work them all out. I should have done it, and I didn't. Yeah, I knew he was older than that. I thought I saw he was like 80 something or 81 or I don't know. Look, just when I was talking to Dog Pod here earlier, we were talking about Neil Diamond just did a acoustic version of his Sweet Caroline, but he changed the words, to like washing hands, won't reach out, won't touch you, or something like that. He's 79. He's 79 years old, Neil Diamond. Me and my wife, we're Neil Diamond fans. Ever since we saw The Jazz Singer, which no one liked that movie, but probably me and my wife. We're probably the only ones. We still watch it. They made like 3 versions of it. I think they had one with Al Jolson, which was No Talking, I think. Maybe you'll probably know it more than me, Dale Palmer. Then they made one with Danny Thomas. Danny Thomas. And then the Neil Diamond one. Play for my own enjoyment. Yeah, I do play for my own enjoyment. Oh, yeah. Let me see. I'm reading this. I'm getting caught up on the chat here. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I learned how to do everything off of YouTube. It's not like somebody learns their information from somewhere. There's a real good friend of mine. He puts out tech videos, and he's getting ready to hit 400,000. I think 200 and something thousand. He's got quite a bit of following. I've known him for 10 or 12 years on the internet. He's from the UK. When I have a computer problem, I took a course back in 2001 and got the A+ certificate, which anybody could get. I guess it's nothing, but I learned more on YouTube than I did going to school for all this stuff. And I haven't I haven't really fixed computers a lot in the last 5 or 6 years. I used to do a lot for people. So things have changed with Windows 10. Actually, with Windows 10, it's not as bad. You shouldn't get infected like you did. I mean, you can, but there's a way to stay safe. Anyway, so I just built these 2 new computers. I had to read up on it, and I wanted to go AMD. I didn't want to do Intel because the AMD they're the best bang for the buck now. but for years, but still, but for years, Intel was always better than AMD, were always faster. But not, it's not the case now. Not that Intel is bad. I mean, if you for value, like this one I'm on now, it's got, I think it's 8 cores, 16 threads, or something like, or 12 cores, 16 threads. I mean, it's really, really. Yeah, I see everything you guys can hear. Everything I do is all. It's just almost major with, major minor with some, the pentatonics, and if I'm doing something in my own, improvising, and I want to change it up a little bit, just to, not that that stuff sounds, if I could play a million miles a minute, it would, sound really good. But I want to change it up. I was like listening to some of the Phrygian, what's the Phrygian, or this stuff that sounds like from the Egyptian type of sound. I forgot what scale that is. The or mode. Phrygian, is that Phrygian or something? I'm just trying to play something different. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, learning, theory is fine, but none of that's going to help with technique. You still got to practice technique, in my opinion. So I'm like, at my age, I need to learn how to, if, I'm fighting arthritis now. I got terrible pain in my knuckle all the time. I mean, now it's not bad. It's not real bad. But sometimes I can barely, I don't know why it's only on the one knuckle. But, I keep on saying I'm going to take one day. Cameron Cooper, he I don't know if it's an older video or new video. He's doing like something on the E, like a pentatonic, when the B and E 1/4 when the B and E strings, this pattern. And he's going a million miles an hour just on that. I like to do 3 notes on a string because it'll make it sound, for me, sound faster. But he's only doing 2 notes and it sounds as fast as anything. And I keep on saying I'm going to spend at least, I tell myself, like 2 hours just doing the same thing, and I don't do it. I've done other things, but I haven't done that. Yeah, see, I need. See, I have I download these scales. I got them down somewhere, and then I'll 1,000 different folders. Now this computer is still pretty new, so my desktop is not full. I'll show you. I don't have that much stuff on this desktop yet, but on some of my older PCs, you'll see where I download these 80 billion scale things and don't go in them. And I download all these YouTube songs or backing tracks, and the Locrian, okay, all right, has no reason to live. Yeah. Yeah, you go to learn. I don't know. I guess hack. I don't know if you go to learn a new song. Do you find something? If you can't figure it out on your own, do you just find something on YouTube? The thing is, I'm trying to pick up a song, I'll pick maybe 5 different people out. It's usually the same people, but they're all going to play it not exactly like. It's all going to be a little different, as long as it sounds right. Like the doing the Stevie Ray Vaughan, Pride and Joy. I looked at several different ones, but it took me a while. I finally got the. You got to get that Texas shovel. I mean, it'll take a. You're not going to hear it on here, but there you go. You can't hear without the amp. Can't hear it, right? But it took me forever. I said, how do you do that? And I got it. I mean, it's sloppy, but I got it. But a lot of people do it sloppy, but I got it pretty close. All right, Frank. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, right. Or listen to the original. Listen to the original song. Like, I'm, hack. I'm not a big Kiss fan, but I like a couple of their songs. And I like I Want to Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day, whatever that song's called. I do like that when I thought about doing something like that and putting up on YouTube. Because I always wanted to do it in some of these bands I was in. I was only in one band that made any money, but of course that was like in 1975 or something like that. Gussie, yeah, I didn't even see you there. I'm sorry, Gussie. I don't know if you've been there. I'm sorry, missed you. Yeah, we're doing all right. We had bad colds, my wife and I, and she had it first. And actually, like when all this stuff started going on with the COVID-19, and then I got it, and I got better. But she went to the doctors this week, and she made an appointment, and they wouldn't. She didn't even leave the car. They came out to her. She just has a sinus infection. That's all. No fever or anything. As a matter of fact, she's feeling better already. They gave her antibiotic, and I'm better. I guess I had her cold, but at our age, you just don't know. Now we had I think I said this earlier. Yeah, I work for Dark Corporation. We make disposable product goods, the Solo cups, and all this stuff. I got to get rid of. I got a bunch of cups I got to get rid of. Anyway, in our Chicago facility in Costner, we had one person was reported to have it, but it wasn't. I forgot how they had it worded. I guess they didn't actually do the test. But he had all of the symptoms of it, so they treated him. They put him in quarantine. They shut the plant down they're shutting the plant down for 7 days. I don't know when it took effect. They're shutting the plant down for 7 days. And the employees are going to get their full pay for the 2 weeks. So that's pretty good for our company. And then we had another incident in somewhere. We have a facility in Texas. And I think same situation, but they're only shutting that one down for 3 days. But they're not confirmed cases. They're just assuming. I guess they didn't have the right testing. I don't know. But it's scary. But it's like, it's bad. It's like I think Maryland just came out like it's doubling the number of cases, and they just had I think they had a first death in Carroll County, which is right next to me, Carroll County, Maryland, real close to here. That's where I work. I work 15 miles from here. I'm reading. Okay, go on. Cold. Okay, I'm reading. Kiss your wheelhouse for the shore. I'm just getting caught up in the chat here. Oh, hey, I forgot, Don. Did you answer? You might have answered me. Did Brian get back to you? Yeah, he's got your information. I should ask in here. That'd be cool. Yeah, you got that mellow Carlos Santana feel going on. Yeah, there's one or two Kiss songs, maybe three Kiss songs I like. I just forget the names of them. But you know what I like learning how to play? I never even researched it on YouTube. Twisted Sister. I'm not going to take it. Whatever the name of it is. I think that's the only song they ever did. It was, but I like that song. I'm not going to take it. Heck, and I was working on. Actually, I was working on. I was telling Dogpot here earlier. Actually, I was working on Sweet Caroline. Believe it or not, because I thought Neil Diamond came out with that video recently where he changed the words from "Don't wash hands." I mean, wash hands. Don't touch me. I won't touch you, or whatever. And he's 79 years old, so I was kind of touched. He came out with that. And, like I said, my wife and I are big Neil Diamond fans. Ever since The Jazz Singer, we saw The Jazz Singer, which all the critics hated that movie. And, I think Lucille Ball was in it, her daughter, or Lucille Ball Arnaz, the daughter. I think is the only movie she ever did. But so that movie got canned and bombed and everything. But my wife and I like it, though. We still watch it every so often. You know who's been putting up a lot of videos lately on YouTube? The Shredder. He's older than me. What's his name? Of course I can't say it. I don't see his name. The Shredder, not Beato, or let me see. Guitar Shredder. I can't think of his name. Oh, but I know the name of his book. It is Michelangelo. Michelangelo Beato, or however you say his name. Did you see he's putting up a lot of videos now? I guess he can't do anything else. I guess too. So he's in the same boat we're all in. You say you have played those songs, yeah. Yeah, I like get to. It seems like I can't sing right, so I'm working on Sweet Caroline. I'm trying to sing with it. It's just playing the easy chords. I cannot. That's art in itself. Not only playing the song, but trying to sing with it. It's like two different art forms you're trying to do at the same time. Oh my gosh, I'm just horrible. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, with Don, what you're doing with your setup, with your Helix and everything, you don't. I wouldn't worry about doing anything else. It sounds good. Yeah, New York City is really. Yeah, I saw something about there. People were talking about are they going to they're going to close the state down altogether. You can't go in or go out. I said, how can that happen? It's so easy to sing and play. Oh, not for me. But I think I could. But I think I could. I can't. My voice is bad, but I think I could make it sound good enough for Sweet Caroline. I think, especially if I got my wife to sing it with me. She can sing. She's got a good voice. Yeah, it's hard to. My timing sucks anyway. And then trying to keep the timing, singing and playing. It's. Ugh. Hi, Janice. Hey, Ed. Yeah, I watched all of Ozark last night, yesterday or Friday yesterday. We watched Ozark, third season on Netflix. If you like Jason Bateman, and if you like drug cartel and type, it was good. It was good. Gussie, how are you feeling? By the way, how are you making out with all this craziness? Well, you're in Connecticut, aren't you, Janice? I believe, or up that way. How's things there? Are you on season one, Hack, or have you? Yeah, you're just starting to watch it. It's good. But what I stopped watching this season, we gave up on Walking Dead. Yeah, my wife's. Hey, you know what my wife's been watching lately? They've been just the Golden Girls and Frasier. She's been watching a lot of that. Like they've been playing a lot of that, whatever channel she's watching. I don't know. Frasier and Golden Girls, and they were funny. I mean, they were really funny, especially Golden Girls. Oh my gosh. with my company, I was actually saying earlier, that, we're considered essential. So that we got a card we carry on with us in case we should get stopped by the authorities, I guess, stating that we work for essential, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we watched all that. Normally, I can't watch stuff over again once I watch it, but really, you forget so much, and YouTube plays a lot of stuff. They have a lot of free stuff on YouTube. I mean, they had a lot of. I don't know if they have every episode, but they had a lot of Wild Wild West. If you remember that show, which is a really good show. I mean, as a child, that was one of my number one shows. He just passed away, like, I don't know, a month ago. Robert Conrad recently. Yeah, we gave up. We gave up. Yeah, we gave up on it this year. Well, my wife wasn't into it as much as I was on Walking Dead, but the main characters, good characters, were killed off, and I just couldn't get into it anymore. Yeah, I'm sure I'd forget a lot of stuff, and watch it over again. I like the Godfather movies. I could probably watch them over again. At least the first and second one. But there was a TV show. Who remembers in here? Ed might, and 2 3/4 jams might. It was only one for one season. I forget what year it was, like 66, 68 or something around there, 67. The Time Tunnel was on ABC for one season. It had James Darren in it. He was a singer, and I forget the other guy's name. It was about time travel. And I loved that show as a child. Really, really good. I think a lot of those, or a good bit of those, were on YouTube. I don't know if they still are. They're they're talking about closing a lot of the liquor stores here. I don't know if they are. I think they were talking about it. Well, if they're not, they might be closed because you can't. Yeah, that's a good question because I was talking here. I don't know if you were in here earlier, Dale. The way I get, everybody's getting this stimulus check, right? Everybody. I'm working. I don't need it. Why am I getting it? You know what I mean? I think it should go to people that need it. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen down the road, right? Because this thing is not. It hasn't nowhere near hit peak yet. What am I missing here? Yeah, EJ did a challenge thing, some kind of metal thing recently. And I couldn't. I did mess with it a little bit. I couldn't get it anything to sound right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, all the bars are closed here. I'm not sure about the liquor stores or because all the food places, you can order food. You can get it carried out. Oh, so it goes by the your 2018 taxes or something. Yeah, like my sister-in-law, she's got a flower shop. She had to shut down in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Don, you know where that is. She had to shut down. She's worried about her husband's working, but they got a big house payment. Yeah, 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 you got some good stuff with you and Jimmy, Ed. It was really good. Yeah, but you got something up there. It didn't sound bad to me. I mean, I had something going on, and parts of it would sound good, and they are open. They are open in Maryland. I don't know. Hey, Don. Here's crazy, and it might be cheaper where you're at. I paid $1.95 for gas Friday. $1.95. It's crazy. Liquor stores are essential. Yeah, I don't drink. I mean, I would. I mean, I would like to. I like to mix the strawberry daiquiris. Okay, carry out. They can sell them. Okay. And we got one down. We got one up here. I mean, we got a few. Actually, the liquor stores here in PA, they're controlled. They're owned by or at least they were owned by the state. It's crazy. $1.85. Yeah, it's crazy. No one's buying it. No one's moving any freight. No one. I mean, there's a gas glutton going on now. Yeah, I was going to take a picture too, but I didn't. I tell you, my grass is growing. If it wasn't raining and wet all weekend, I probably could have cut my grass. I don't know. It's the weather's tomorrow, but that's when I'm not going to miss. When cutting, like I said, I got a half acre, and I got a good bit of weed whacking to do, and I'm not going to have nowhere near. I have a tenth of the size of yard that I have now. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this down. I'm getting a little hungry for food. See what my wife wants to do. And Hack, if you're still here, I'm gonna message you. Um, I just hope I can see what you're doing. I mean, I used Zoom. I forgot how I used it, but yeah, I think it was web based. I used it before. Oh, yeah, it's it, Gussie. It's in the process. We had our furnace was bad, so we're getting a new one put in tomorrow. We have to have a radon test. We failed the radon test, so I have to get a ventilation system put in. And then Thursday they're going to be here for the appraisal for the buyer, but it should go good. So, but we did get something from the realtor that because of what's going on with this coronavirus, it could be delayed up to 60 days, and not necessarily it could be because we're supposed to go to settlement on the 1st of May, which is not far away, a month away, right? And then we're supposed to settle on the mobile home we're buying too, but we haven't had the inspection there yet, and we haven't been accepted in the park yet, and which I don't see a problem. But I'm hoping that inspection goes good for the mobile home. If not, we'll have to go in an apartment when we get out of here, which I kind of really don't want to. But maybe I'll mention about maybe we can rent a house to my wife instead of going in an apartment or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, let me read here. I'm reading. Just getting called. All right, guys. Dwight, thank you so much, and Gussie, Ed, and Dale, and Don, and Janice. Who else was in here? And Dog Paw. I think I got everybody in here. Yeah, I just thought I didn't see Hack live because I didn't see anybody live that I know. Oh, you know what? Did I miss it? Isn't Eric going live today sometime? I forget. I always miss his stuff, and I finally got a notification or I saw it, and I normally don't see his stuff, and he's always has good stuff. So, all right, I'm going to go, guys, and Hack, I'll let you know. I'll message you. So, guys, have a good night. Stay healthy, and let's hope for better things coming. So, guys, we shall see you all later. If I can figure out how to hang this up. Bye, guys. Bye, Dale. Bye, Gussie. Bye, Don. Hack.